Bring it out.
Second Ezra 15:1.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, I speak unto my ears of my people in the words of opportunity,
Prophecy.
prophecy,
Uh-huh.
which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
That's right. Read that, Grace.
Second Esdras 15:1. Behold, speak thou the ears of my people.
Speak thou where?
Speak thou in the ears of my people
The what?
the words of prophecy,
The words of prophecy.
which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord.
That's what the Most High commanded. He said that the prophets, that the pastors, that the teachers, that the leaders, they should be teaching, speaking the words of prophecy. This is the only thing that can bring us back to health. This is the only thing that can restore the nation. Not a feel-good message, not a prayer or a fake prophecy that's going to make you cry and roll all over the floor. The breakdowns, the prophecies are what Daniel spoke, what John spoke, what Jesus or Yahweh Shah was talking about, what Moses was talking about in parables, what David was talking about. These words have to be broke down and spoon-fed to our people, because when they hear these words that they always knew, they're gonna come back to life. Right? Give me Ezekiel 37:1. Bring it out, Snetter. Ezekiel 37:1.
Ezekiel chapter 37 verse 1.
Bring it out.
The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord. And he set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones.
It's full of bones, right?
Keep going.
Mm-hmm. Keep reading.
And caused me to pass by them round about.
Right.
And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry.
We are those bones. We are those very dry bones as a nation of people. You look at our people around the earth as a whole. Right now, you can go over to Ghana, they're gonna be on the bottom. You can go to London, our people, you're gonna see people that look just like you on the bottom, very dry, hopeless, calling themselves a color, black, speaking a language that is not theirs. You can go to London and there will be somebody look exactly like you, speaking French, speaking Dutch fluently, right? That's because we've been scattered. We're people very dry, and even in that place, they're gonna be somewhere with a police officer knee in their neck, right? In the ghettos, in the slums, we are very dry, hopeless, desperate people that don't know who they are, and we've lost the name of the Most High, our power, right? Read verse 2, read verse 3.
Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Right, because you look at our people. You can look on YouTube, you can look on TikTok. You're going to find the mother and the daughter twerking to Cardi B, right? You're going to go to the church. You're going to find the pastor's wife twerking. The pastor stealing money. Right? You're going to find a man my age or a little younger on TV acting like he a woman. You know, our people are destroyed, man. You're gonna find our people, our women saying she don't need no man. I could do it on my own. I don't need no nigga. Right? You're gonna find a man dogging our sisters. These hoes and bees and treating his own sister like a dog, man. So the Most High carried Ezekiel in the spirit, and he said, man, can my people be what they once was? That's what he's saying. Can these bones live? But you gotta go ahead.
Hosea 4:6.
Bring it up.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
That's right. And these prophecies are the knowledge. That's what's going to bring us back to health. That's what's going to bring us back to strength. That's what's going to build this nation back to what it was. Right? Give me verse 3 again.
Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Can these bones live?
And I answer, O Lord God, thou knowest.
Right. Ezekiel looked and said, man, only you know, Lord. Read verse 4.
Verse 4. Again he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones.
He said what?
Prophesy upon these bones.
Right.
And say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Keep going.
Keep going.
Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live.
And ye shall live. So when the Most High says, Son of man, prophesy upon these bones. And when they hear these words of prophecy, all people will begin to be revived. Begin to live again, right? Read verse 6.
Verse 6. And I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin,
Right?
and put breath in you, and ye shall live.
Right. The body will start coming back together. We're gonna stop hating each other. We're gonna the man will return to their children. The men will return to their wives. The wives will return to their husbands, and their children will begin to love each other right now. You know what I'm saying? Again, right now, for the most part, our people have an evil eye towards each other, and that's part of the curse. Give me that, and that's these words of prophecy are breaking us out of that. Give me that in Deuteronomy 28 and 54 real quick. Give me that, Jasper.
I got a precept.
You got a precept? Bring that out while we waiting.
Okay, John 5 and 25. Verily, verily, I say unto you, the hour is coming, and no, is when the dead shall hear the voice of the Son of God, and they that hear shall live.
Ooh, that's a beautiful prophecy, right? Give me that.
Deuteronomy 28 and 54.
This is what we on now, right? Read.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
This is the place that he's taking us back to, right? We used to get along with each other, right? Our people used to, well, how's your son doing? How's your daughter? The woman down the street knew your name. She knew each one of these kids' name from top to bottom. She knew your mom, she knew your grandmother, she knew your great grandmother, she knew your father. Now, hey, our people don't even speak to each other. Neighbors don't even know each other's name. That's not how it was, man. We was a royal people, a people that love one another, right? But this is where we at now because of the curses. Read it.
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Read it from the top.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
What?
his eye shall be evil toward his brother.
You're gonna have an evil eye towards his brother, right? Right? I walk in the store, man. When I'm walking up, is a brother mean mugging me, trying to figure me out. That's how we do. A woman going to the store, another woman staring at her, mugging at her. It's an evil eye. That's what we got towards one another, right? Read.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
Right. Now the man, hey, you can't get a so-called black man and a black woman to stay in the house together in peace, right? Read.
And toward the remnant of his children.
Right, that man gonna leave his children.
Which he shall leave.
You see that? Read 55.
So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children whom he shall eat.
Drop down to 56.
The tender and delicate woman among you.
Right, the woman the same way. Read.
Which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
Right, our women used to be so meek, so humble, so quiet, so beautiful, so covered up, right? Shamefaced. Now you can look on anybody's TV, anybody's video, and you're gonna see a woman, she loud mouthing. F y'all niggas. She twerking. She's naked. Right? And she don't give a damn. Read that again, 56.
The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness.
What?
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
What they say again?
Her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom.
Right. The women don't respect the men. Her eye shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom. We was once a people that the wife would never go anywhere and say anything about her husband. Now these women, they go on the streets, they put their husband's business all out. Everybody know your husband's business. Why? Because you got an evil eye towards the man of your bosom. You got his rib, and yet you betray him. Right? Read.
And toward her son,
She don't give a damn about her sons,
and toward her daughter.
and she don't give a damn about her daughters. Now that's part of the curse. But the Most High said the more our people hear words of prophecy, we're going to become back what we once were. Right? That evil eye will break off of us. Go back to that Ezekiel 37 and 6.
Got it.
I want you
Ezekiel
to bring it
37 and 6.
Bring it out.
And I will slay sinews, or I will lay sinews upon you,
Veins, right?
and bring up flesh upon you,
Uh-huh.
and cover you with skin,
Right. The body is coming back, right?
and put breath in you,
Right?
and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord.
Read verse 7.
So I prophesied as I was commanded,
Mm-hmm.
and as I prophesied, there was a noise,
Mhm.
and behold, a shaking. The bones came together, bone to his bone.
Right. It's not gonna it's not gonna be an easy thing. You're gonna see it, you're gonna hear it. Hey, but these bones gonna come back together, right? Read verse 9.
8.
8.
And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them,
Mhm.
and the skin covered them above,
Right?
but there was no breath in them.
Right. It's no breath, right? Read.
Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind,
Prophesy what?
prophesy unto the wind,
Read.
prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord God, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain that they may live.
Right. See the words of prophecy. You don't need woman thou art loose. You don't need shuck and jive, it's gonna be a good day. You don't need some motivational talk. Only thing that you need is the words of prophecy. What the pastors were supposed to do, they were supposed to show us life and death and allow us to choose. Right? Just give us the truth, set it all out on the table, and allow us to choose. Hold on, David. Read verse 9. No, we at verse 10. Read that.
Verse 10. So I prophesied as he commanded me,
Mm-hmm.
and the breath came into them,
Right?
and they lived,
They live.
and stood up upon their feet, an exceedingly great army.
Right. So that's what's going to happen. We're going to live. We are the army of the Most High. The Most High. I mean, a lot of our people don't know that we are literally the army of the Lord. Right? And what's going to happen when we stand on our feet?
Verse 11. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel.
Who are these bones?
Are the whole house of Israel.
See, we these dead bones in this valley of death, the same valley David was prophesying about. We are these dead bones in the valley of death, which is America. And if you don't understand the prophecies, you're not going to hear the Most High talking to you. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12, Judah. Give me that.
Okay.
So now we can start to see how important prophecy is and what the pastors never go into Revelations. They never go into Ezekiel. They never go into Daniel. They never go into Isaiah or Jeremiah when the Most High said, feed my people prophecy. He said, speak into the ears of my people the words of prophecy. That's the only thing that's going to heal them. Right? Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12. You got that?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 12.
Read it.
For it was neither herb
Uh-huh.
nor mollifying plaster
Uh-huh.
that restored them to health, but the word of Lord. But thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
See, these are the words of prophecy. Read that again, Jasper.
Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 12. For it was neither herb.
It was neither herb. Right now they're prescribing medical marijuana. But the Most High said that they would do this through prophecy. Read it again.
For it was neither herb
Can't no herb save you.
nor mollifying plaster.
Mollifying plaster. That means it's a mollifying plaster. That's a solution. That's a solution in a plastic seal. A needle, a damn elixir. None of that. Man-made things to heal you. Read it again. A vaccination.
For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster, that restored them to health.
But what restored us to health?
But thy word, O
Thy
Lord,
what?
Thy word, O Lord,
The prophecies,
which healeth all things.
which healeth all things, man. Give me now. Let's go into these prophecies. Let's go to Revelations 14:1. You got a precept?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
I got it. Okay. My precept. Deuteronomy 27.
Uh-huh. Bring it out, huh? Y'all be quick on that sword.
And 32.
And 32, bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto other people, and thine eyes shall look and fell with
Longing.
longing for them all the day long, and where
And there
shall be no might in thy hand.
Right, that's right, son. Great precept. Great precept. Now let's get into these prophecies. Let's get into this breath of life, right? So we can get some understanding. So these sinews can start coming together, right? So we can get skin. So bone can come to bone, right? So we can live. Revelations 14:1. Bring that out.
Revelations 14:1.
Bring it out.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb.
Hold on, I can't hear you.
I read it.
Speak
Bring it
out.
out, Shanetta.
Revelations 14:1. And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000,
Uh-huh.
having his father's name written there in their foreheads. And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne. Before the throne, and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song, but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which followed the Lamb whither whatsoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto God and to the Lamb.
Right, so if I ask anybody, if I ask y'all to explain that to me, right, because these are the prophecies that's going to make us live, right? These are the words. These are, put your hand down. These are the words of prophecy, right, that was commanded to be spoken to our people. Now, who can tell us the words of this prophecy? Name. Matter of fact, I'm going to play this video real quick. Because these words are hard to be understood. And that's why people are the condition that we are in. Because there's been no one to show us these things until now. Now, this is a sit down that I had with a pastor yesterday. And I brought up this scripture, right? Because I want to know, I want to know if the prophecies are true, right? So I went to the pastor's church, and I sat down in the pastor's office, and we read Revelations 14:1-4, and I asked him to explain it to me, and this what he came up with. So you can put it on there, bro. This is about what it said. Oh God, I can read it for time's sake. Now the pastor didn't have enough. He didn't have enough courtesy or respect for the children of God to even bring out I asked him where his Bible was. He said he got a phone. You know.
Did I read this the English translation, easy to understand? I mean, there are a number of them, like even those commentaries right there, Matthew.
So when I asked him to break down the prophecy, he took me to the kind of, y'all know what I'm talking about, the commentation. Just start reading that.
But the non-English, easy to understand, is a decent.
Oh God, I can read it for time's sake.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, and I heard a voice from heaven as the voice of many waters, and as the voice of a great thunder. And I heard the voice of harpers harping with their harps. And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders. And no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. So what is that song?
Oh, what did you just read? See, I wouldn't know. I haven't made it yet. It's just like you have a new.
Now he said he don't know. He said no one knows the song. Right? Watch this.
Name, and won't anybody know that name but you? Yeah. So there's some things that are going to be synonymous between you and the Lord, and that's how He identifies you. It's just like a fingerprint. Every one of us got a different fingerprint.
Now he's about to go on this hypnotic rant. Watch this. But it kind of talk about that new song and songs.
It'll be a new song.
But it kind of explain what that new song is in Psalms 149.
Okay. And what you get out of that?
It talks about it, but you know, I wanted somebody to expound on it a little bit more because in Psalms 149 it says starting at verse 1, it says, praise ye the Lord.
Okay.
Sing unto the Lord a new song.
Okay.
And his praise in the congregation of the saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king. Let them praise his name and dance.
Yeah.
And let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with his salvation. So it's talking about that new song there. It's
So when you go into the next song behind that, it says what? The Psalm 150 number song says, let everything that has breath. You see. So when you sing a new song, it's just like if you come to worship, all right, and the Spirit, you know, the anointing of the Spirit hits you. I mean, that's why they talk about folks that talk, number one, speaking in tongues. Okay, that becomes the issue when folks say, well, unless you speak in tongues, you're not saved. But tongues is one of the gifts. It's not the gift, but it is a gift.
See that? Now I just asked him about Revelations. I asked him about the new song. He said, we don't know the new song. I showed him part of the new song. Now he's talking about speaking in tongues. This is what you get. This is why our people are destroyed. Our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. We don't have teachers and leaders that can show us these things in the Bible. We have fake leaders and teachers that they're only really there to take your money. Right? When we went in there, they was doing a fish fry. Catfish fry. Right? We're gonna finish this. It's almost over though.
But when I come to worship, and
Now this is a pastor. He got a big building with a big sign on the building, right? A lot of people in the church, right?
singing the newness of song, it's the newness that's in me because I've been regenerated. You see, and so mind you, there are some folks who come to church and don't say a mumbling word. They sit there. There are other folks who come to church and they recognize the goodness of the Lord, the God that's been good to me, and that they might say something to you like, well, I'm not what I ought to be, but I thank God I'm not like I used to be. And when I look back over my life, and so when I'm giving testimony, see, number one, the test comes before the moment. So when I'm bearing witness and giving testimony, that's the newness, because I'm no longer.
So that's the new song?
That's the newness, yeah, that's the new song. I'm no longer the old man. See, the old man, I'm suppressing that old man daily, because sin is ever present. You know, Paul said, though I would do good, evil is ever present. So the new song is the fact that I'm saved. I've been washed in the blood. I'm born again. B.A., born again. See, that's the newness in the song because you take on, you know, a new attitude, you see. And that's what repentance is. Repentance is a complete turnaround accompanied by godly sorrow. So I'm altogether different when I come to the Lord's house because I'm giving thanks to the fact, number one, that I have some semblance of health. I'm clothed in my right mind. I can see. I mean, there's a lot of things that folks say it seems like it's redundant.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't need any help to walk in here, to get in here. You can feed yourself. I mean, these are things that you come to recognize. These are things that you attribute to the fact that God has been good to you. So when I understand the goodness of the Lord, the gospel news is the fact that I'm telling folks about the goodness of the Lord. I'm talking about my salvation. That's the newness in me. That's the new song.
Let me, I'm gonna keep reading because they started singing. It says, it's verse 5. It says, let the saints be joyful in glory.
Mm-hmm.
Let them sing aloud upon their beds.
Mm-hmm.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people,
Mm-hmm.
to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with feathers of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written.
Mm-hmm.
This honor have all the saints. Praise ye the Lord. So they're singing this new song, and it's talking about vengeance
But songs,
and taking people in chains.
Psalms are songs. Psalms are actually what they sing. But you're also looking in the Old Testament writing. See, you're no longer under the old dispensation of the law. Because when Christ gave his life, see, we're under the new dispensation of the law. See, at that time right now, during those times, grace
Hold on,
was not a...
before you keep going, give me that in the scriptures.
Okay.
That we never read that.
Now, you're no longer under the law
Okay.
of sin and death. You see, in Romans, the 8th chapter,
Mm-hmm.
you see, he says, therefore, we're no longer under the condemnation, under the law of sin and death.
He just lied. That's not in there. That's not in there. And we brought that out, but I don't know if it's going to be on here. That's not, he said Romans 8:1. Therefore now there is no condemnation under the, that's not in there, man.
Mm-hmm. And then when you go into chapter 5 in Romans, you talk about justification. See, but you're not under the condemnation of the law. And thank God for that. Because if we were under the law, you could not make one error. I could get 99 things right, but if I missed one, then I'm condemned. But see, because Christ died for us.
I need y'all to give me 2 scriptures. I need y'all to give me, because that's enough of that rap. That's the old song. The Most High says, sing unto us, sing a new song, right? So I need somebody to give me be ye perfect, and somebody else to give me all things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, right? Give me that. Give me that. Be ye perfect.
Wait, Dad, I got one research. One more. It's Revelations.
Give me Philippians 4:13.
I got some.
Matthew 5:48.
And give me Matthew 5:48. Now bring it out. He said that we can't keep the law. We on the old dispensation of the law. They start riff-raffing because he was willing to lie instead of just saying, I don't know the answer. You see what I'm saying? It would have been better off for him to just say, hey, young brother, I don't know. But he was willing to lie. And he went on, we cut him up real bad. Don't worry about that. We cut him up real bad. Give me that.
Matthew 5:48.
Uh-huh.
Be ye therefore perfect.
Now, this man said you can't be perfect. But ain't that written in red?
Mhm.
So you better be perfect. Read it again.
Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Right. So he said if you break one law, you broke them all. So you might as well not keep any. See, that's a defeatist mentality. You already defeated, right? The Most High said in Judges 5 and 11, we're going to rehearse the righteous acts, right? Give me that. Give me that map. Give me Philippians 4 and 13.
Philippians 4 and 13. I can do all things.
No, I can't keep the law.
I can do all things.
No, I can't be perfect.
I can do all things.
No, it's impossible.
I can do all things.
Why?
Through Christ, which strengtheneth me.
So you have to make a choice, right? So let's go into some of these prophecies. Let's go to Revelation. Let's go back to Revelations 14 and 1. We'll start breaking it down.
Revelations
Hold on, David.
14.
Revelations 14 and 1.
Revelations chapter 14, verse 1.
Bring it out.
And I looked, and lo, a lamb stood on the Mount Zion, and with him 144,000,
He's got 144,000. These are men, right?
having his father's name written in their foreheads.
They're sealed in their foreheads, right? So we're gonna break this down to the precepts verse by verse. So I'm gonna teach y'all the song, right? And we're gonna sing that song, right? We're gonna prophesy, and these bones gonna come back together. Now go to Revelations 7 and 2.
Revelations chapter 7, verse 2.
Bring it out.
And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God.
Having what?
The seal of the living God.
He's got the seal, right? Read.
And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Right? So he's got a seal, and he's coming to bring a message to the angels that's sent there to destroy the earth. Right? So he's coming to save some people, and he's telling them to hold off while I seal these people before y'all wreck all chaos and havoc in the earth and get to destroying things. Right? Read verse 3.
Saying, hurt not the earth,
Don't hurt the earth, right?
neither the sea,
Nor the people,
nor the trees,
nor these are the people too.
till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads.
Right. So they're protected. These 144, they have been sealed. Now let's see what they've been sealed with. Let's go to Ezekiel 9 and 4. Bring it out, Shanetta. Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Okay.
Trinity, you give me
Ezekiel.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. Judah, you give me Luke 13:31. Jasper, you give me Luke 13 and 16. Grace, you give me Esther 3 and 12.
Ezekiel 9 and 4. And the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Through Israel, right?
Yes.
Right? Read.
And set a mark upon the forehead.
On the what?
Set a mark upon the forehead.
This is that seal that the angel has. This is the command, right? And this is how you know that you got the seal. Read.
Of them that sigh and that cry.
No, those that's trying to march and be married.
Of them that sigh and that cry.
No, the hands just joining hand in hand.
Of them that sigh and that cry.
So it's telling you the ones that sigh and the cry against the evil that's being done against all people have that mark. This is the mark of prophecy. This is that seal. Those who's telling our people, hey, come out of that Christian church. Come out of that white damn idols and come back to your heritage, to the law, statutes, and commandments. The ones that's doing what we doing. Read it again.
From the beginning.
And
the Lord said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
And for the rest of the people?
And to the others he said in mine hearing, Go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
So these are these angels that's being held back, right? So it's certain people, certain men set up on this earth, and they're getting the mark because they see what's going on, and they're crying out against this madness. They wonder why. Hey, why do you keep? Only thing you do is talk about the white man. Only thing you do is talk about oppression. Only thing you do is talk about keeping the law, statutes, commandments. You know, that Yahweh Shah coming back with a flaming sword, right to kill. Right, we're sighing and crying about the abomination. It's not the time to be merry. It's not the time to be partying. It's not to be time to kicking it and chillaxing, right? TikToking all damn day. It's not that time. It's the time to be sighing and crying about the abomination that's done on the earth. We want that seal, right? Go to verse 6.
Verse 6. Slay utterly old and young.
What's gonna happen to the people that mock us?
Slay utterly old and
The
young.
old gonna get slayed. The young gonna get slayed. Read.
Both maid
Uh-huh.
and little children
Uh-huh.
and women.
Your old grandmama.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Right, those that sighing and crying. They are sealed. Right? Read.
And begin at my sanctuary.
Again, where?
At my sanctuary.
You wondering why all these so-called black people dying right now. He said, begin in my house. Read.
Then they begin at the ancient man which were before the house.
Right, you see that? And who was COVID killing first?
Esau.
The old people.
Oh, yeah.
COVID's killing the old people first. That's why they all, and you got our old people, they scared, they running to take the shot, and you know, well, hey, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die. If the Most High got you set up to die, you're gonna die, and you can't run from it, right? Because you was wicked, you mocked, and you scoffed, you held hands when the Most High said, cry out, right? You said, be quiet, we can work this out, when the Most High said, rebuke these nations, right? Wake up your people. Stop putting them to sleep. Now hold on. Go to 2nd Ezra 2 and 38. You got a precept? Bring it out real quick. Well, if you ain't got it ready, you can't bring it out.
I got it.
Give me that, Shanetta.
2nd Ezra
Gotta
2
be
and
quicker than
38. Arise up and stand.
that.
Behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the
Right,
Lord.
so these are those that's keeping the commandments. Not only are they sighing and crying about the abomination that's being done throughout the city, but they're keeping the commandments. So they're also being sealed. Because when you keeping the feast, that's a command. The Most High said, keep my feast days. Right? We want to keep all the white man's feast days. We want to keep Easter, Valentine's, Christmas, Thanksgiving. What about the Feast of Dedication? What about the real Passover? Right? What about the Feast of Unleavened? Right? What about the Feast of Tabernacles? The Feast of Nicanor? Right? What about the Holy Feast? What about what the Most High want? Why we don't care about that? Right? So you don't get the mark. So when he's making that checklist, he gonna check right over your ass. He gonna look. He said, go through and look. Okay. Feast, crime, marked. That's that seal. Right? It's in your mind. It's in your hand. Right? In your thoughts, you worship the Most High. In your hands, you worship the Most High. In everything that you do, you worship the Most High. When you don't got that mark, you got the world's mark. In your thoughts, you wicked. And in your deeds, you wicked. Right? So give me
I got a precept for that.
bring it out.
Matthew 7 and 21. Matthew 7 and 21. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. Many will say to me in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name, and in thy name have cast out devils,
Right.
and in thy name done many wonderful works?
You see that?
And then I will prophesy unto them, I never knew you.
I never knew you.
Depart from me,
You workers.
ye that work iniquity.
Right. Why? Because a lot of people don't understand this parable. But it's clear to see if you got eyes to see. He said, look, Lord, I was doing miracles in your name, and I cast out devils. But the Lord said, I never knew you. Why? Because this man, he paid this dude $200. to come in the damn church, and he said, when I lay my hands on you in the name of Jesus, act like you got healed.
Oh my God.
You see? I want you to come in, act damn crazy. And when I lay my hands on you and say in the name of Jesus, I want you to act like you was healed. That's why the Most High, that's why the Lord said, you didn't do that in my name. I never knew you. And you can look on any YouTube video, any damn videos right now, and you can see they're exposing all these fake pastors. They're fake healing. They even got so cold now. They got people talking about their walking on air.
Oh my.
You got pastors doing tricks. You got pastors bringing in niggas. Hey, look, man, nigga just came out the club. Hey, lay down in his casket. We gonna fake like I brought you back from the dead. They're doing that in the name of Jesus.
Ain't that blasphemy?
It's blasphemy. That's why they gonna get cast away. But give me, you got a precept, bring it out.
It's Isaiah 30 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
Which say to the seers, see not,
Uh-huh.
and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things.
Mm-hmm.
Speak unto us smooth things.
Mm-hmm.
Prophesy deceits.
Right. Who got Jeremiah 28 and 8? That's what they want. Now, what y'all need to know is that we have to be in the same spirit of our forefathers. We are the children of the prophets. We have to be in the same exact spirit that they came in, right? They wasn't telling everybody that it's going to be okay. Let's see what they were saying. Jeremiah 28 and 8.
Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me,
Uh-huh.
before thee of old,
Right, the prophets of old. What were they saying?
prophesied both against many countries
Mhm.
and against great kingdoms of war,
No, a woman died loose.
and against great kingdoms of war,
Of war
and of evil,
and of evils
and of
and
pestilence.
of pestilence to come. These are the same things that we have to prophesy. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before you or thee of old prophesy both against many countries. Right? So they told Rome, you're going to fall. They told damn Assyria, you're going to fall. They told damn Egypt, you're going to be destroyed. The same thing that we're telling America. If Yahweh Shah was on this scene, he would rebuke the pastor, man. He would beat the shit out of TD Jakes. A lot of people think, hey, he's not going to shake TD Jakes' hand. He would make a whip. He would go into that temple and beat the shit out of his fat ass. Literally. And then throw his fat ass out. Right? I'm going to read that again. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evils and of pestilence. Right? Give me Luke 13 and 31. Who got that?
Luke 13.
Now what we gotta know is all the prophets before us, they cried out against, they were in captivity. They had this very same voice that we just read about in Ezekiel 9 and 4. Why? Because they was oppressed, man. Don't you get tired of being oppressed? Don't you get tired of seeing this man with we in the hoods, we in the slums, we in the ghettos, right? As soon as we go to the damn corner store, who we gotta talk to? Akbar. Every damn day, and Akbar trying to overcharge me, man. I just went in there to get a damn winter hat, right? The damn hat wasn't no more. It had been there so long, it had dust all over it. And it was dirty. Man, Akbar, man, he rung that shit up for $19.99. I snapped. The damn thing wasn't worth more than $5. Oh no, buddy, I give you the good price. You just call it for me. I snapped, man. Look, man, you in my hood, you in my neighborhood. You coming over here taking all the damn tax dollars, and you overpricing me, but you calling me your brother? No, I sorry. Oh man, look, man, I get tired of this shit, man. I get tired of this shit. So we crying out, man. Give me Luke 13 and 31.
Luke 13 and chapter 31. The same day there came certain of the Pharisees, saying unto him, Get thee out and depart hence, for Herod will kill thee.
Right, so they was telling Jesus to run. King Herod is going to kill you. This white man don't like what you saying. He's gonna kill you. Right? What would Yahweh Shah say?
And he said unto them, Go ye, and tell that fox.
Yahweh Shah said, go tell that damn fox what I said. Right? So even Yahweh Shah, if he was here today, he would have something to say about Biden. He would have something to say about Trump. He would have something to say about these leaders. Read it again.
Go ye, and tell that fox.
He said, go tell that damn fox, because a fox real sneaky. Right? A like fox, they come out in the dark. They come out in the wee hours of the morning. That's when you see foxes. They all around, but they sleep. They sleep while you awoke. And as soon as you get to sleep, they get to creeping around. Right? Read.
Behold, I cast out devils.
He said, I'm going to tear down these damn kingdoms and cast out these devils.
And I do cures today.
I'm going to do it today.
And tomorrow.
And tomorrow I'm not going to stop. Right? Read.
And the third day.
And the day after that,
I shall be perfected.
hey, he was talking that talk, man. That's how our forefathers was. You can't be no quiet mouse, man. You got to be talking that talk, the same talk our forefathers talked. You hear me, Judah? You got to talk that mess, man. Right? They want you supposed to be a quiet nigga. That's why they put you in damn school. You in there 8 hours a day, and you can only talk when you raise your hand. That's mental programming. Right? You speak when I call upon you. No, you're in timeout. What the hell, man? Our people wasn't in no damn timeout, man. The hell? You want to go to timeout?
No.
Damn, timeout, man. Let's go. What I have? Give me
16.
Luke 3 and 16. Give me that.
That's mine.
Who got Esther 3 and 12?
I do.
I got Luke 3.
Right, man. Our forefathers. Somebody hook up my phone real quick to the thing.
TV.
Right to the TV. Hold on, cause let me hide.
Race issues and
This guy, man. He ought to be ashamed of himself, man. You know I've been hearing that shit all my damn life, man. How do you disconnect this? Swap down.
Yeah.
Okay. Now watch this. I'm gonna show y'all something. Okay, bring it out.
That's mine. Luke 3 and 16.
Bring it out.
John answered, saying unto them all, I indeed baptize you with water,
Uh-huh.
but one mightier than I cometh,
Who said that?
John.
John. Now read. Go to verse 18.
Okay. And many other things in his exhortation preached he unto the people.
Uh-huh.
But Herod the Tetrarch, being reproved by him,
What John say to Herod? Read it again.
and John answered, saying unto them all, I indeed baptize you with water.
Now go back to 18.
And many other things in his exhortation preached he unto the people.
Uh-huh.
But Herod the Tetrarch, being reproved by him,
Right. So Herod was the damn king, damn near. Herod was the Luke. Hey, John did not care. John told his ass, you wicked. You wicked. You know what they did? They put John to death, man. But he didn't care. Right? Our forefathers are not like our leaders today. Look what our leaders, look what type of shit our leaders do today. Look. This what type of that's what type of pastors we got today.
Cool, man.
It says, if you don't get your black ass off me was a person.
Ooh,
Right?
mess
Our
up.
forefathers wasn't doing this, Josh. You want to do that? Or you want to rebuke these people? Look, let me show you something else, man.
Prepare slaughter.
This is not the spirit our people was moving in, man. Watch this.
Yes, Father.
And you're filling him, oh God.
Yes.
And we thank you for what you have done and what you have yet to do through this, your vessel.
Yes, Lord.
In Jesus' name.
Jesus' name. Amen.
4 years ago, what the hell do we have to lose?
Right.
But if we don't vote right this time, we're gonna have a hell of a whole lot to lose. I just wanna say that. So vote right, so you won't get left.
You're gonna have a lot.
Yes, we'll
It's
have
gonna be
lots of-
overturned easily.
Yeah.
We need that 4 years because,
Yes.
I say it's like a tree. You plant it, but it takes a while to grab root. When this grabs root,
Yes.
they're not gonna be able to destroy this. That's
Man, he don't mean that shit. Alright? He do not mean that shit. But hey man, that's why our forefathers are not. Hey, that's why we are our forefathers, man. This shit. Check this out, man. Alright? This the guy that we voted for.
All right, come on, slide in.
He can't keep his damn hands off women.
Or
It
children.
don't matter if you're an old woman. He like really old women.
And children.
He like them like 80. He like them like 3 to 5, 1 to 2 range. He like them 20, 30. He just like to touch them, fun them. He get behind you, sniff your hair. If you a little boy, he rub your leg. You know, he kind of creepy. But this is our president. Well, this is their president.
Maggie, do you want to come over here?
Come on, man, you make me.
Come on, sweetie.
How about that? You see how he grabbed her? Y'all nobody seen that? Yeah, because you were mad, so yeah, you seen it.
You gotta look up the center photographer up top of it.
He not done. He not done.
Thank you. Thank you.
She uncomfortable like a mother. Look at her. Oh, skin problem. Oh my gosh.
Nasty, man.
All right, well, nice to see you guys. Thank you. See you back home, I hope. Okay?
He ain't done.
Oh my gosh.
Fresh meat.
Hey, Corey, good to see you.
Oh my God. He can't help himself.
He a sicko, man.
Oh,
How you doing? How you doing?
He's hiding.
Would you want your brother to hold the Bible? You jump in the middle, Angel. You come right on this side of
Oh
me.
my
No,
God.
you come over here. That's it.
Oh.
Keep going. You're gonna stand right next to me. And then I'm gonna have
There it is. There you go.
Daddy put his left hand in the Bible if he can. If you can reach it and repeat, not repeat it. We're just gonna, hey man, here we go. You ready? Do you solemnly swear that you will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic? That you will bear true faith and allegiance to the same? That you take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion? That you will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which you're
Is he
about to
touching
enter?
her, man?
So help you God. God love him. Lucky man. Lucky man.
He's having fun. Thank you, sir.
Oh, he grabbing her. Look at him.
What a beautiful thing. That's how old my children are. Yeah, very good. Come on, slide across. We'll get everybody in. And we'll switch here. You should come here.
He gonna get her.
You got it? Okay.
Oh my God.
We're gonna look up the photographer up top. Oh, there it is.
He won't let her go. Wow.
Of course I would. Hi, Caroline. How are you? How old are you? 18. Now, you all sisters? Sister, what's your name?
He don't want the older one.
He's like 18, too old.
Right.
He's sick as hell, man. 18, get out of my range. Oh, that's enough of that, man. It's over. Yeah, hey, but they got, hey, you can watch that shit for for hours, man, of him doing creepy shit. You know what I'm saying? Give me where's we at, Luke? Or we at Esther?
Did you finish us?
Give me
Esther
that.
3 and
She got it.
12.
Check this out. Check how our forefathers did them.
Then were the king's scribes called on the 13th day of the first month,
Uh-huh.
and there was written according to all that Haman had commanded unto the kings.
Right? So Haman was a white man, kind of like this man, right? All men respected him. So for all forefathers, right? Keep reading.
Lieutenants, and to the governors that were over every province,
Every province. Uh-huh.
and to the rulers of every people of every province.
Right. So he had a lot of authority. Right? So read.
According to the writing thereof,
Uh-huh. So the king gave him this authority, right?
and to every people after their language,
Uh-huh.
in the name of the king Ahasuerus was it written and sealed with the king's ring.
Uh-huh.
And the letters were sent by post.
Hold on. Go back to 2. My bad, I told you 12. So
Esther 3 and 2.
give me 3 and 1.
Esther 3 and 1.
Read that.
After these things did King
Xerxes. So King Xerxes, like off the 300, that was a real king. He in the Bible. Read.
After these things did King Xerxes promote Haman,
He promoted Haman, right?
the son of Hammedatha,
Uh-huh.
the Ancient,
The Agite.
the Agite, and
advanced him. He set him up over everybody, right? Read.
And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate
Hold on.
bowed.
And advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. Right? And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. So the king commanded when Haman come in, hey, everybody better get up and bow. If you were sitting, you had to stand up. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did reverence him. That was the spirit of our forefathers. We would not be reverencing these wicked ass men. We would not be bowing. We would not, when the judge come in, we would not stand. That was the spirit our forefathers was in, right? Give me Job 30 and 1. Let's see what our forefathers said about these Edomites, man. Give me that, Judah.
Job chapter 30 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
But now they that are younger than I
Uh-huh.
have me in discretion,
Derision, right? Because they got us all mixed up. We don't know who we are, right? Read.
whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
You see that? Now that's your forefather talking that talk. Your forefathers just told you through the spirit, through prophecy. He said, look, these men that these people on earth are reverencing right now, I wouldn't have put them by my damn dogs. That's what he telling you. Read it again.
But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I will have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock.
You see that? Now let's go to Acts 17 and 28. Let's see what our forefathers will be doing. Give me that, Shanetta.
17 and 28.
17 and 28. Seventeen two. 17:2.
Acts 17 and 2. And Paul, as his manner was, went in unto them, and 3 Sabbath days reasoned with them out of the scriptures.
Mm-hmm. That's what we did. That's what we're supposed to do. You're supposed to go to to your people and open up the Bible and reason with them. Right? Read. Verse
3. Opening and alleging
Uh-huh.
that Christ must needs have suffered
Right, so he was proving that Yahweh Shah was Yahweh Shah through the scriptures. Right? Precept upon precept. Read.
and risen again from the dead, and that this Jesus whom I preached unto you is Christ.
Right? Read.
And some of them believed and consorted with Paul
Right, so they was gaining members. Right? Read.
and Silas, and of the devout Greeks,
Devout Greeks.
a great multitude,
Mhm.
and of the chief women not a few.
Right, so many was believing. Read.
But the Jews which believed not, moved with envy,
Uh-huh.
took unto them certain lewd fellows of the baser sort,
Of the baser sort. Like the pastor that I was talking to. A lewd fellow, right? He talked to you real.
Oh yeah, see what you the dispensation of time and the old law through the appropriation of the proclamation of the
Oh, my
Democratic Party revolution, right?
He's a baser sort type of man, right? He didn't understand. Read.
and gathered a company and set all the city on an uproar.
So he got men that would lie, that was willing to lie. Stupid men that were willing to lie. And do what?
and assaulted the house of Jason,
Right? They came to the man's house
and sought to bring them out to the
to
people.
kill him, right?
And when they found them not, they drew Jason and certain brethren unto the rules of the city, crying, These that have turned the world upside down
You
are
see
come
that?
hither.
They did what?
Turn the world upside down.
That's what our forefathers was doing. They said they was turning the world upside down, right? They was crying out in the midst of Jerusalem. So you can get that idea. You can know what's really going on, right? They was crying out. They was turning like, hey, man. They was doing their thing, man. Give me Revelations 2 and 3. Y'all want to learn the song?
Yeah.
Y'all want to learn the song? We gonna learn the song. Revelation 14, 2 and 3. I'm gonna teach y'all the song today.
Revelation 14, 2 and 3.
Read that.
And I heard a voice from heaven, as the voice of many
Now
waters.
go back to 14 and 1. We can't miss something.
Okay.
Read that.
And I looked, and lo.
No, go to 14 and 2. My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
And I heard a voice from heaven,
Uh-huh.
as the voice of many waters.
Right.
And as the voice of a great thunder.
Uh-huh.
And I heard the voice of harpers.
Harpers.
Harping with their
Harping.
harp.
That's right.
And they sung as it were a new song.
A what?
As it were a new song.
No, everybody can get saved.
And they sung as it were a new song.
This new song, hey, they don't like to hear it. Everybody's not gonna be saved. Yahweh Shah is only coming back for the children of Israel, and if you not name one of the 12 tribes of Israel, you're going into slavery. Right? They don't like this song. Read.
And they sung as it were a new song before the throne.
Uh-huh.
And before the four beasts.
Uh-huh.
And the elders. And no man could learn that song.
Because this song is hard to learn.
But the 144,000.
Uh-huh.
Which were redeemed from the earth.
Right. So let's see what this song is like. Somebody give me Isaiah 29 and 10.
I gotta push that.
Hold on. Give me Isaiah 29 and 10. Jasper, you give me Daniel 12 and 4. Judah. Grace, give me Acts 2 and 17. What you got, Shannon?
Isaiah 29 and 10.
Uh-huh.
For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered.
Uh-huh. 11.
And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of the book that is
The
sealed,
prophecies no man can understand. Right? Read.
which man delivered to which man delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee.
So he's asking, hey, can you explain Revelations to me? Can you explain Ezekiel to me? Can you explain Ezra, Jeremiah? Can you explain to me what happened into the garden? I need to know. But what he say?
Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed.
Oh, hey, that's what's going on. Keep reading.
And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned.
Right, so there was no man that could break down these prophecies. Who got Daniel?
I do.
Bring it out.
Is it Daniel 12:2?
12 and 4.
Okay. Daniel 12:4.
Bring it out.
But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
And do what?
And seal the book, even to the time of the end.
Right, so it's the time of the end now, right? And what's going to happen?
Many shall run to and fro,
And what's else going to happen?
and knowledge shall be increased.
Knowledge shall be increased. This is why. Go to Acts 2 and 17. Bring that out.
Acts 2 and 17.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass
That
in
what?
the last days.
And when?
In the last days,
In the end, right? What?
saith God, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh,
Uh-huh.
and your sons and your daughters,
Who?
and your sons and your daughters.
This is the end. And the Most High is pouring out his spirit of prophecy that we can understand. On not only the sons, but on the daughters. Right? If you can learn this song, if this song sounds familiar to you, if you can sing this song, that's the spirit of prophecy. Right? You might not know the whole song, but you might understand certain parts of that song. Read, keep reading. We're going to break it down all the way.
Shall prophecy.
Read it from the beginning.
And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God,
That what?
I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh,
Uh-huh.
and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy.
Uh-huh. Prophesy.
Prophesy. And your young man shall see visions.
See, and your young man shall see visions. What are the visions that they're seeing? Revelations. Right? It's not new visions. It's meaning that they're understanding the prophecy. Right? These young men are being raised up as prophets. These young women are being raised up as prophets. And guess what? They understand the prophecies. They understand the sayings of old, the dark sayings. They look right into this book and it's crystal clear. It's crystal clear. Keep reading.
And your old man shall dream dreams.
Uh-huh. Read.
And on my servants.
On the slaves. Right?
And
on the slave. He said on the slaves, I'm gonna pour out the spirit of prophecy. On them slaves right there in America. Read.
And on my handmaidens I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy.
Prophesy. Right? Give me let's go into some. Let's go to Isaiah. Give me 1 Samuel 10 and 5. I'm gonna show you how it happened.
1 Samuel 10 and 5.
Joshua, give me Habakkuk 2 and 3.
I got it.
Judah, give me Matthew 11 and 16.
1 Samuel 10 and 5. After that, thou shalt come to the hill of God,
Mm-hmm.
where is the garrison of the Philistines.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city, that thou shalt meet the company of prophets.
You hear that? So it said he told you how the spirit of prophecy going to get on you. You're going to come across a company of prophets. That's what he's going to do. The spirit's going to get on you and say, hey, you're going to be on YouTube looking for a vacation, and you're going to come across the prophets of the Most High. And you're going to hear them singing this song, right? And you're going to start tapping your foot. Read. Read that again.
After that, thou shalt come to the hill of God,
Mm-hmm.
where is the garrisons of the Philistines.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, when thou art come thither to the city,
Uh-huh.
that thou shalt meet a company of prophets.
Right, you was just going to the store to get some bread and some milk and eggs. And you seen the prophet standing out there on the street corner. And you stopped to listen. Read.
Coming down from a high place with What is that?
Psalteries.
With
It's
psalteries
a musical instrument.
and a tabret
Uh-huh.
and a pipe
Uh-huh.
and a harp before them, and they shall prophesy.
And they shall prophesy. Right? Read verse 6.
Verse 6. And the Spirit of the Lord will come upon thee,
Uh-huh. And the Spirit of the Lord, when you hear these men prophesying, the Spirit of prophecy gonna come upon you. And what?
and thou shalt prophesy with
You're
them,
gonna start prophesying. Right? Read.
and shall be turned into another
And
man.
you turn into another man. So now, hey, the people that knew you don't know you no more. Is this nigga named amongst the prophets? How the hell this nigga that was selling dope and weed, pimping? What is this nigga with a Bible? And he actually understand this thing. Right? Because I came across the prophets. We came across the prophets. And the spirit of prophecy came upon us. And we began to prophesy. Right? That's how it comes upon you. Give me Habakkuk 2 and 3.
Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time,
Mm-hmm.
but at the end it shall speak
It shall speak, right?
and not lie.
This the same vision, the prophecies. At the end. Read.
Though it tarry, wait for it,
Uh-huh.
but it will surely come, and it will not tarry.
Uh-huh. Is that verse 3?
Yeah.
Right. So the gift of prophecy is to be able to make these prophecies, to go into the books and explain them clearly. He said, make it plain, right? Read it again.
For
Verse
the-
2.
And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Make it plain upon table. That's what the prophets do. Give me Matthew 11 and 16.
Matthew 11 and 16.
Because Jesus came. Y'all want to hear Jesus sing this song? This is the song he was singing. Go back to Revelations 2 and 3. 14 and 3.
Revelations chapter 14 and 3. And they sung, as it were a new song,
Uh-huh.
before the throne,
Uh-huh.
and before the four beasts,
Uh-huh.
and the elders, and no man could learn that song.
No man can learn this song except for who?
But the 144,000.
Right, let's hear Jesus sing this song.
Which were redeemed from that.
Give me that. Give me Matthew
11 and 16.
11 and that's what I said?
Mhm.
11 and 16. Bring it out.
But whereunto?
Give me that, Shanetta.
Matthew 11 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
Uh-huh.
It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, and saying, we have piped unto you,
Uh-huh.
and ye have not danced.
Uh-huh.
And we have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
Oh, he said this is this generation. They didn't understand the prophecies. Jesus was singing this song, but they didn't understand. Give me Matthew 13 and 15. Give me that, Judah.
Matthew 13 and 15.
Bring it up.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 15. For this people's heart is waxed gross,
Uh-huh.
and their ears are dull of hearing,
Uh-huh.
and their eyes they have closed,
Uh-huh.
lest at any time they should see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and shall be converted,
Mm-hmm.
and I should heal them.
Go to 31.
Verse 31.
Hold on. Go to Mark. Matter of fact. That's good on that. That's good on that. Give me First Chronicles 25 and 1. So Yahweh Shah was singing this song too. And if you be patient, you're going to learn the song. We're going to learn the song today. But you got to learn the notes. These are the notes. The precepts upon precepts. You got to learn the notes first. 25 and 1. It's not, he just told you. It's a song that no man can know except for the 144,000. It's not an easy song to learn. You gotta learn it. Read 25 and 1. And 144 going to teach the rest of the people. Read that.
1 Chronicles 25 and 1. Moreover, David and the captains of the host separated to the surface of the sons
Asa.
of Asa and of Heman and of
Judathon.
Judathon, who should prophesy with harps.
They should do what?
Who should prophesy with harps.
With psalteries.
With psalteries and with cymbals. And the number of the workmen according to their service was of the sons of Asaph.
Right, so they was prophesying. They was singing. They're singing this song. All the greats sung this song. David sung it. Yahweh Shah sang it. John, Luke, Paul. You should be singing this song. You better, Ezekiel, you better learn this song. And you better love it. Right? Or you ain't gonna make it. You're gonna be cut off. Let's go to hold on. Let's go to Psalms 49 and 4. We getting to where we gotta go.
Psalms chapter 49 and 4.
Bring it out.
I will incline mine ear to a parable.
Uh-huh.
I will open my dark saying upon the harp.
Right. David was singing this song. Through the Spirit, you can see it. Right? I'm giving you all the precepts. All these men are singing the same song. And what they're using the harp, the psaltery, the cymbal. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah said, I would liken to this nation. Give me that again. Matthew 11 and 16.
I have a precept.
Bring out your precept. Hold on.
Matthew chapter 11 and 16.
What Yahweh Shah say?
But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets, and calling unto their fellows.
Reading what? 17?
And saying, We have piped unto you,
We sung to you.
and ye have not danced.
You didn't dance, right? Because you didn't like the song.
We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented.
You see? So when you sing this song, a lot of people don't like it because it comes out with the destruction of your enemy. You singing this song to your people. You telling them, hey, you're going to have slaves. In the kingdom of God, you're going to have slaves. You're going to have white slaves. You're going to have Arabic slaves. You're going to have damn African slaves. They don't like that song, man. No. Stop singing that. We're not dancing to that. We're not dancing to that, right? But the 144 and the great multitude, they like that song. We love that song. Don't that song sound good to you? Mm-hmm. Sounds good to you? Mm-hmm. Let's sing it, right? Give me, you got a precept?
Mm-hmm. 2nd Esdras 2 and 42.
Mm-hmm.
I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they praised the Lord with songs.
That's right. That's right. They were still singing that song. Hey, good job, boy. They were still singing that song. Give me Psalms 149 and 1.
I got precept.
Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all ready to hear the song? Y'all ready to learn the song?
It's the precept, ain't it?
The song is the prophecies.
Right.
Oh, Daddy.
And the song is hard to be understood, right? And they sung a song that no man could know. Let's read that one more time. Revelations 14 and 3. I'm going to be honest with y'all.
Revelation.
Hold on.
14 and 3.
And they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000. Right? So it's a hard song to be learned. But today I'm going to teach y'all the hook. Right? Because the hook never changes. And the hook, sometimes that's the best part of the song. And if you put the hook on repeat, you can start understanding the song. If you get what I'm saying. You got to keep playing the hook. Keep playing the hook. And you're going to begin to understand the song. Give me Psalms 149 and 1.
Psalms 149 and 1. Praise ye the Lord.
Hold on, I want Shanetta to give me that. I want you to follow along because you getting this song. He picking it up. You see that? You get that, Shanetta.
Psalms 149 and 1.
Uh-huh.
Praise ye the Lord. Sing unto the Lord a new song.
A new song.
In his praise in the congregation of saints. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him.
Mm-hmm.
Let the children of Zion be joyful in their king.
Mm-hmm.
Let them praise his name in the dance. Let them sing praises unto him with the timbrel and harp.
You see that? These same instruments, right? Read.
For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation.
Mm-hmm.
Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the
Wait, hold on. This is the hook, y'all. This the hook. Read.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and a two-edged sword in their
He
hand,
said put a two-edged sword in your hand. This the hook, y'all. Hold on. Read.
to execute vengeance upon the heathen.
That's the song. This the hook. Get your sword, and we're going to get these heathens. The big payback, right? Keep reading.
And punishment upon the people,
Uh-huh.
to bind their kings
To bind their kings, right?
with chains,
To change, they going in. Hey, we singing. Read.
and their nobles with fetters of iron.
Ain't that music to your ears?
Yeah, it is.
Ain't that music to your ears? Read.
To execute upon them the judgment written.
Uh-huh.
This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Uh-huh. What's up?
Psalms 91 and 8.
Bring that out. So y'all starting to get the song?
Yeah.
That's the hook. Now I'm finished. Go ahead. Bring it out.
Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
She's singing. You see that? She's singing.
I thought it was
Hold on. Now let's get into this hard song. Because the song is hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still learning the song. And I'm gonna tell you how the song start out. Let's go to Daniel 7 and 1. Give me that, Shanetta. Watch this. Let me show you how difficult this song is.
Daniel.
Hold on, David.
I'm there.
Bring it out.
Daniel
Now I
7.
want y'all to listen to this song. Really listen to it. Right? Read.
Daniel 7 and 1. The first year of Belshazzar,
Mm-hmm.
king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then he wrote the dream, and he told the sum of the matters.
Uh-huh.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea,
Uh-huh.
and the four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
Uh-huh.
The first was like a lion,
Right, so he's singing. But who understand this song? Keep reading.
and the eagle and had eagle's wings, and beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made stand upon the feet as a man,
Uh-huh.
and a man's heart was given to it.
Right, who can understand that? He said the first was like a lion, and had eagle's wings, and I beheld till the wings thereof were plucked, and it was lifted up from the earth, and made to stand upon the feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to it. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. And behold, another beast, a second, like to a bear,
Uh-huh.
and it raised up itself on one side,
Mm-hmm.
and it had 3 ribs in the mouth of it between the teeth of it.
Right.
And they said thus unto it, Arise, devour much flesh.
Mm-hmm. Read verse 6.
And after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which I had upon the back of it 4 wings, and a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it.
Now, who understand that song? Who can tell me that song? Who can tell me what he's saying? Now, I can tell you what he's saying, but it's going to take some time because I understand that song. But right now, we just going to work on the hook. Let's get the hook. Go drop down to 17. Drop down to 17, Shanetta. The hook is going to stay the same. Throughout all the prophecies, the hook never changes, Jasper. You're going to get it. Watch.
Verse 17. These great beasts, which are 4 and 4 kings,
There's 4 kings, right?
which shall arise out of the earth.
Let's play the hook. 18.
But the saints,
But the what?
but the saints of the Most High
Said what?
shall take the kingdom
And do what?
and possess the
For
kingdom
how long?
forever, even forever and ever.
That's the hook. The hook never changed, man. The song gonna be difficult, but you gotta put the hook on replay. Then you'll begin to understand the song, right? Give me 2nd Esdras 11 and 1. Watch this.
Got it.
Ezra's gonna sing this song.
You got it that fast.
Watch Ezra sing this song. I want you to sing. I want you to read it right, so we can understand. Right? Read.
2nd Esdras 11 and 1.
Bring it out.
Then saw I a dream,
And what?
and behold, there came up from the sea
A what?
an eagle,
An eagle.
which had 12 feathered wings.
It's got 12 feather wings
and 3 heads.
and 3 heads. Who could understand this? Who could understand this song? Read.
And I saw, and behold, she spread her wings over all the earth, and all the winds of the air blew on her, and were gathered together.
Keep reading.
And I beheld, and out of her feathers there grew other
Contrary.
contrary feathers, and they became little feathers and small.
Read.
But her heads were at rest. The head in the midst was greater than the other, yet rested it with the residue.
Now, who's going to explain this song to me? Jasper. Please explain this song to me. Explain that song to me. Keep reading. Can you explain this song to me? Keep reading. We're going to keep listening to the song.
Moreover, I beheld, and lo, the eagle flew with her feathers, and regained
And rain.
and reigned upon earth, and over them that dwell therein.
Read.
And I saw that all things under heaven were subject unto her, and no man spake against her, not one creature upon earth. And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and spake to her feathers, saying, Watch not all at once, sleep everyone in his own place, and watch by course.
And I beheld, and lo, the eagle rose upon her talons, and spake to her feathers, saying, Watch not all at once, sleep every one in his own place, and watch by course. But let the heads be preserved for the last. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her body, but from the midst. And I beheld, and lo, the voice went not out of her heads, but from the midst of her body. And I numbered her contrary feathers, and behold, there were 8 of them. And I looked, and behold, on the right side there arose 1 feather, and reigned over all the earth. And so it was that when it rained, though end of it came, and place thereof appeared no more, so the next following stood up and reigned, and had a great time. Now, who can understand? Who can understand this song, this great mystery, this vision, right? I understand it now, but it's gonna take some time to get it to you, right? Let's go to drop down, Shanetta. We'll get some of it. I'll give you 11. Give me 12 and 11. Let's see who this eagle is. Verse 12 and 11.
12 and 11.
Give me that, Shanetta.
2nd Esdras chapter 12 verse 11. The eagle.
Verse 10.
Verse 10. And he said unto me, This is the interpretation of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
The eagle whom thou hast sawest come up from the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel.
Uh-huh.
But it was not expounded unto him. Therefore now I declare it unto thee.
The eagle whom thou sawest come up in the sea is the kingdom which was seen in the vision of thy brother Daniel. So what we just read about in Daniel, Ezra is talking about this. The beast that he seen came up out of the sea was America, right? Now let's go to see. The hook never changes. Now it's going to take some time to explain that song to you, but let's learn. You can know the hook right now. Y'all want to hear the hook? The hook never what? The hook. Say it louder. The hook what? The hook never changes. Go to 2 Ezra 11 and 43.
2nd Ezra 11 and 43.
Read that.
Are not the evils which are come to us sufficient?
11 and 43.
Sorry. Okay, sorry. 11 and 43. Therefore is thy wonderful dealing come up unto the highest, and thy pride unto the mighty.
Read. 44.
44. The highest also hath looked upon the proud times, and behold, they are ended, and his abominations are fulfilled.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore appeared no more thou eagle, nor thy horrible wings, nor thy wicked feathers, nor thy malicious heads, nor thy hurtful claws, nor all thy vain body,
Right.
that all the earth may be refreshed, and may return being delivered from thy violence, and that she may hope for the judgment and mercy of him that made her.
Right. So this eagle is going to be destroyed, and the kingdoms are going to be given to the children of the Most High. The hook never changes. It's never going to change. Go to Revelations 12 and 1 real quick. We almost finished. I want y'all to really get this.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 1.
Chapter 12 and verse 1.
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven.
Hold on. We can't hear you.
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven.
Read.
A woman clothed with the sun
Uh-huh.
and the moon under her feet,
Uh-huh.
and upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
Keep reading.
And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered.
Mm-hmm.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
John is singing, right? Read.
And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven,
Uh-huh.
and did cast them to the earth.
Uh-huh.
And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
Now, who is this dragon? Who is this woman? And what is this child?
It's Babylon.
The woman is Israel, because we went through this. I showed y'all this song before, right? So we know a little bit more about this song, right? But if you just picking up the Bible and you trying to read Revelation 12 and 1, this song is not going to make sense to you. And there's going to be, for the most part, no man that could teach you this song. But we're going to teach the hook. We're going to teach the hook, and then we're going to go back through the song. Now go to Revelation 13 and 11. Let's hear the hook.
Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns.
Hold on. My fault. Give me go back to 12. Read 7 and 9.
Okay. 7 through 9.
12, 7 and 9. Let's see what happens to this dragon, right?
And there was a war in heaven.
Michael
and his angels fought against the dragon.
And what happened?
And the dragon fought. And the dragon
Fought.
and his angels and prevailed not.
They prevailed not, right? Read.
Neither was their place found any more in heaven.
Verse 9.
And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world.
So right, this is a song that you have to see. Hey man, this dragon is gonna fall. You have to constantly. David commanded that you sing this song. He didn't ask you. He said let's go back to it. He didn't ask you. If you're gonna make it, this song better be in your mouth at all times.
Psalms 149.
Psalms 149. You got that, Shanetta?
I got a precept.
Hold on.
Psalms 149.
Mm-hmm.
Let the high praises of God be in their mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and a two-edged sword in their hand,
Uh-huh.
to execute vengeance upon the heathen,
Mm-hmm.
and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains, and their nobles with fetters of iron,
Right.
to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord.
Right. This is that new song that you should be singing. This is the hook. This is the hook. At all times, this is the hook. Give me. Let's hear Yahweh Shah sing it, and then we gonna probably end there and then pick back up.
What's that? Matthew 11.
Give me Luke 16 and 19. Watch Jesus. Hey,
16, 19.
but Yahweh Shah sung this song, so he probably sung it the coldest. You know what I'm saying? Because when David sung it, he was like, it was a bear, a lion, an eagle, you know, dragon. And John said it was a dragon. Ezra said it was a lion and an eagle. But Yahweh Shah sung it. He sung it kind of more poetically. He was more fluent. He was more cold with it.
I got it.
Luke 16 and 19. Bring it up.
Luke 16 and 19. There was a certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and fine linen,
Uh-huh.
and fared sumptuously every day.
Right. So this is the dragon. This is the eagle. This is the beast. Read.
20. And there was a certain beggar
This is Israel.
named Lazarus,
Right? These are the dry bones. Right? These are the lost sheep. These are the niggas, Hispanics, and Native Americans in the damn hoods, in the slums. Read 20 again.
and there was a certain beggar named Lazarus,
Uh-huh.
which was laid at his gate full of sores,
Full of sores, curses. Read.
and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table.
Right, because they're in cages right now, begging to be loose from the cages. Right, the Indians begging for their land. We begging for justice. Right, for crumbs. Read.
22. And it came to pass that the beggar died
This the hook. And what happened?
and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom.
Right, we're gonna get the kingdom. We're gonna get the kingdom. It's the hook, man. Read.
The rich man also died and was
And
buried.
he was buried. And where he got?
And in hell he lifted
He
up.
got hell. That's the hook. Sing it. Sing. He said, sing it joyfully, aloud. Sing it on your beds, right? Sing this hook, man. Sing this song, and preach against this damn wicked ass kingdom, man. Let's go to we gotta. Well, matter of fact, just end it right there.
No,